Hello, it's Jason again from Overland America, and this is the second installment on our Florida trip, Fort Walton Beach. This was a wonderful area and beautiful scenery, and we had a great time here visiting with family. My brother Nicholas, as you'll see going forward, was our tour guide for the day and did an excellent job showing us around the area and the specific sites and everything that is indigenous to the Fort Walton Beach area. The sand was beautiful, the wildlife was awesome, and the waves were crashing. We had a little bit, of a wind and a storm coming in, so the waves were a little bit rougher than normal. But all in all, it was very beautiful. And if you want to see how this adventure progresses, stay tuned. You don't want to miss a minute of this. This was our first stop on our Fort Walton Beach tour. This was the entrance to the beach. They had a few gift shops in here and some restaurants. We did have a nice seafood lunch here, which was awesome. Made Sudan very happy because how she really likes her seafood. And the beaches were beautiful. The water was warm. It was at least warm compared to the beaches that we have down in where we live. And I'm told that during the summer the beaches get really, really warm, like up into the 70s and 80s. It feels like bath water, which is exciting to say the least. I would love to see that. So we may be back down here later this summer or next year. But all in all, it was a good chance to get here and become, relaxed and get away from the buildup and the stress that comes from the last year of the COVID-19. I don't know about you guys, but that was pretty stressful. I mean, we were in the house, we didn't get to go a lot of places, everything was shut down. I felt like I was on house arrest and I didn't do nothing wrong. That's how it goes, I guess. But now everything's opening back up with the vaccine and everything, and we're able to get to sites like this once again and just see the beauty that's around this country and just enjoy the sights. This here was the Blue Angels, I believe, training. They flew over the beach quite a bit. We were in two different areas along this coast today, as you'll see later on, and they buzzed the beach a few times. I got a few good shots of them. We had children out making sand castles on the sand and getting their feet wet and just enjoying the day. And like I said, my brother Nicholas was really, really good in giving us the grand tour of the area. And considering everything else, if I was ready to retire, I mean, this would probably be a place that I would consider settling down and living out my golden years. But we'll have to wait and see that because I'm not quite there yet. But, it's coming. It's creeping forward, so we'll see how that goes.
And maybe there's a dolphin.
A lot of this footage, as you can see, of the ocean and the waves was just beautiful, and it was taken, by me with some of our new cameras and equipment that we have. I bought a new lens just specifically for this trip, which was a telephoto lens, which did a wonderful job of capturing some of these dolphins and wildlife up close, and even the fighter jets that were rehearsing over our heads, and the GoPro, which could now go underwater. So it was just it's going to add to it, and then as we progress, hopefully our episodes are going to get better and better, and more enjoyable. And I'm learning the tricks, keep training and learning and adding new details, which always comes out nicely. But all in all, Fort Walton Beach is just gorgeous. The weather was nice. It was in the low 80s. I mean, we had people out on the beach playing volleyball. This is the scene while we were having our lunch from the restaurant. And then just standing in the sand. I mean, and the water wasn't freezing and it wasn't cold, and it was just awesome. I just would like to take a second to thank my wife Sudan. Most of these footages that you see that are drone footages were all flown by her. She getting really, really good flying that drone, and she hasn't crashed it once. Unlike me, I did crash it once, but it was a minor crash and we recovered.
So this place is pretty cool just because it's got a good view and the food's pretty good. It's like bar food, but then also they would blow up a projector wall, like an air blow up wall right here, and they would have show like films on it in the evenings.
And that was a glimpse of our tour director, Nicholas Cheney, giving us the grand tour of the place. Hey, bro, if that day job of yours at the IT department doesn't pan out, you've got a really, really good chance at getting a tour director's job. You're pretty good at it, and thank you very much from me and Sudan for showing us around. We really, really enjoyed it. I don't know about you, but seeing these pigeons here, I mean, did they just follow us from New York? Are we being stalked by the pigeons? Are they waiting for us to slow down so that they can poop on our heads? Let us know what you think in the comments below, and we'd be looking forward to hearing from you and hearing your thoughts on these stalking pigeons that we have here. This was a really nice bridge. It was really long. It went quite a ways out into the water. As you can see, when you first walked in, it had a little shop there. I think it was a $3 per person fee to go out on the bridge. You could rent fishing poles and fishing gear and buy souvenirs, and you could go out here on this really, really long bridge and fish. As we looked over the bridge, we could see some schools of dolphins and things swimming around. Mostly they were hanging around the fishermen's lines looking to steal some fish, but it was still a really incredible sight to see nonetheless. It was a little bit windy, but it was a warm wind and it felt really, really good. And as you can see, our tour guide Nicholas Cheney was doing an excellent job of explaining to us that this water is normally clear and you can see through it. That's why they call this the Emerald Coast, but due to the storms and things that were coming in, it was kind of churning up the water, so it doesn't have its normal emerald green color that it normally would have. As you can see, it didn't stop any of these fishermen because the fishermen are lined up and down the pier here, and we actually seen quite a few of them pull in some fish and throw them in the cooler. I believe you could even in the cooler. This bird right here was pretty funny. I mean, I didn't get it on film because I wasn't recording exactly at the time, but he stole some fish from a fisher. A fisherman had caught a fish and reeled it in and pulled it back and was laying it on the sidewalk there to unhook the hook, and that bird swooped in and took the fish, and the fisherman goes, well, I guess he needed it worse than me. And as you can see, we had another flyby by the Blue Angels. Go Blue Angels. That's my alma mater. So because Sudan will continue on down the pier, and we're going to check and see what else these guys are catching and just get a really good look at the scenery. and just enjoy the day. Now we move on from our Fort Walton Beach area, and we're moving down into Destin, which is another 20 miles down the coast. Destin is an awesome and beautiful place. If you enjoy our videos and like them and everything, please consider supporting us on our channel and clicking the like and subscribe button and leaving us a comment. It helps YouTube to place us up higher in the search. The more likes and subscribes that we get, will place us up higher than the search when people are searching for certain things, and will get us more views and get us out there more. So if you could do that for us, that would be awesome. I would totally appreciate it. And let's continue on and come here and see this beautiful place and what Destin has to offer. As usual, it has margaritas to go. You can't have a southern tropical area without margaritas to go. So we have that, and then back here was the Marina. This was the back side of the area, and this is where you could rent all the charter boats. They had charter boats back here for just about everything. You could do night sailing, as you can see, and see the most beautiful, spectacular sunsets of your life. They had deep sea scuba diving trips. They had jet skis you could rent. They had fishing boats that you could rent. I mean, not rent, but charter, and see the sunset cruises on there and everything. The fishing boat right here that you could charter and go out and catch yourself a big fish. There we go. And it was just, there was just a lot to do there, and I think that you could spend a week or 2 weeks there and just really enjoy it yourself, and not even be able to catch a glimpse of everything that this place Destin has to offer. I mean, there were glass bottom boat trips. You could go see the whales. There was just so many things you could do that we'd have to make another trip back just to go try it, but I would love to try them all. And if you look at some of these signs, the prices were really reasonable, like $20, $30 for certain trips. It wasn't too pricey. So I mean, anybody of any caliber, whatever your social scale is and what you make, you could come here and enjoy this area relatively cheaply and come out ahead. So I highly recommend it. Leave us a note down in the comment and let us know if Destin would be a vacation area that you'd be interested in stopping by and seeing, and what your thoughts are on it. And Nick, if I'm saying anything wrong or the names of these places are wrong, please chime in down in the comments and let us know. Like I've said before, and I'll say it again, when you find a woman that is willing to do the things and enjoys all the things that you enjoy doing in life, grab hold of her and hold on tight and never let her go, because there's nothing better than exploring the world with someone by your side that enjoys doing the same things and has the same types of curiosity as you. It's just a wonderful experience, and I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. We are coming to an end of our Fort Walton Beach adventure. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you do, please like and subscribe and leave us a comment. As we come to an end, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank everyone that made this possible. My brother Nicholas, his wife Allison, my mother Gail Cheney, And we, without their help, this would not have been possible. This trip would not have been possible. So thank you all very much. And I hope that you all can make it here and have this wonderful, exciting experience like we had. And until then, we'll catch you on the next trip.